Okay, I did push the live button because it takes about 30 seconds.
Okay.
You are live.
All right. Good evening. Oh, we're making great time. Good evening. Welcome to FL Stanton Elementary School's Goal Team meeting, where we will follow the agenda as it has been emailed to you and it's been publicly noticed. I would like to remind everyone that this is a meeting of the Goal Team. Only members of the Goal Team may participate in the discussion. Any members of the public present are here to quietly observe. For members of the Goal Team, please identify yourself when you speak. I am pleased to call this meeting of the FL Stanton Elementary School Goal Team to order at 5:04 p.m. Our first order of business is to call roll. Our secretary will now take the roll.
Okay, one moment. I'm sorry, one moment. Okay, and the roll as we have it today. Dr. McIntyre,
Present.
Miss Lumumba, Tiffany Coleman,
Present.
Ashley Hendricks, Ashley Herbert,
Present.
Jessica Tucker Rivers.
Present.
You say Elijah Sullivan. He's gonna be absent today.
Yes, ma'am.
Judy Lamore. You said she's gonna be absent.
Yeah, absolutely.
Candace Allen,
Present.
and we have a quorum.
There, the secretary has indicated that we have a quorum present. We can proceed with our agenda. Our first order of business is the approval of the agenda, which was sent to you, and it was also on our website, publicly noticed. Our first, are there any changes to the agenda? All right. May I have a motion to approve the agenda?
Our motion, Tiffany Coleman.
A second?
I second Candace Allen.
All in favor, please say aye. Aye, Jessica Tucker.
I, Tiffany Coleman.
I, Ashley Herbert.
I, Stephanie Powell.
I, Candace Allen.
All opposed, please say nay. Any abstentions? Please say abstain. All right. Our secretary has noted the ayes and our agenda has been approved. Next order of business, we will review and approve the meeting minutes from our last meeting, which was also sent to you. And it is also attached to your group me messages and your email. And they are publicly noticed on the website. Are there any corrections to the meeting minutes? All right. If there are no corrections, may I have a motion to approve the previous meeting's minutes?
Our motion, Tiffany Coleman.
A second?
I second Candace Allen.
All in favor, please say aye. Aye, Jessica Tucker.
I, Candace Allen.
I, Tiffany Coleman.
I,
I,
Ashley
Stephanie
Herbert.
Powell.
Um, any any opposed? Please say nay. Any abstentions? Please say abstain. Our secretary has noted the ayes, and our previous minutes have been approved. We are rolling right into our next action item, which is the final budget recommendation, which will include a discussion that will be led by our principal. Dr. McIntyre, you have the floor.
Okay, I have just submitted my request to be able to share. So Ms. Batiste has to, okay, there we go. Okay. So just want to review our norms. This is a meeting of the GO team. Only members of the team may participate in the discussion. Any members of the public present are here to quietly observe. Let's see, let me get rid of this. We will follow the agenda as noticed to the public and stay on task. We invite and welcome contributions of every member and listen to each other, and we will respect all ideas and assume good intentions. We are now at step 7 of our Go Team budget process, where we are finalizing, and budgets will be finalized by March 13th. So we are right on schedule for that. So in this meeting, we will review all components of the budget, which should be updated based on feedback from the cluster superintendent and key leaders. After review, we will take action on this budget. Action meaning we will vote. Principals will present the final budget recommendations for Go Team approval, and all approval meetings must be held after staffing conferences, which this is occurring after the staffing conference, and approved by March 13th. So here are the updates. There have not been any changes since the draft budget we discussed at our last meeting. So what I presented to you is exactly what was presented at the staffing conference and what was also approved at the staffing conference. So thank you very much for your input regarding that and making sure that we remained aligned to our strategic objectives and priorities. So with that, this is our allocation as it is broken out by accounts. So you will see that as it is supposed to be, instruction is our number one priority. And so how to read this is instruction, and then FTEs, those are personnel numbers that are attributed to those areas. That's the budget for that. And then that's what it breaks down to per pupil. Is a breakdown of what it looks like visual as a visual representation of a pie chart um, based on percentages. So as you can see, a large portion, more than half of our percentage is based on instruction. So that's our instructional staff to be able to support teaching and learning. Okay. Oh, any questions or discussion about that? Okay. So we will need to take action. We need to vote on this budget. After the motion in a second, we may have additional we may have additional discussion, but once the discussion is concluded, we will vote. Okay. Wait,
All right, so that's me.
yes.
So, are there any further questions or discussion around the budget? The budget, it was not changed since our last discussion. But we do need to vote. So are there any other questions that you have for Dr. McIntyre or anything that we need to discuss as a GO team? All right. May I have a motion to approve the budget?
I motion Tiffany Coleman.
A second?
I second Candace Allen.
All in favor of approving this budget, say aye. Aye, Jessica Tucker.
I Tiffany Coleman.
I, Ashley Herbert.
I, Candace Allen.
He's meteorologist Brandon.
Hi, Stephanie Powell.
He's gonna be back.
Are there all opposed, please say nay. Any abstentions, please say abstain. Ms. Powell, that was all correct.
Yes.
Our budget has been approved. And we are now moving into our information items. We have on the agenda our principals reports. Our principals report, which will talk about the elementary schools math curriculum choice. And then we will go into the cluster advisory team meeting report, which will discuss the eSPLOS 2027 priorities and the strategic plans cross collaboration. In that order, please. Thank you.
So for the principal's report, for our math curriculum selection, we have chosen Eureka Math. This was part of our mathematics textbook adoption. We will begin using this curriculum for the 26-27 school year. H-Math. Although we have HMH for reading, we did choose Eureka Math. It is one that had been a curriculum that had been used previously across the district in several of our schools. And it did not necessarily matter the demographic of the school, that it had still proven to be effective across those demographic groups. And so we felt like this was the best thing for our students to set them up for success, as well for at least one of the schools that they will be going to. So when FL Stanton sunsets, many of our scholars will be going to M. Agnes Jones, and M. Agnes Jones has also chosen Eureka Math, so we will set them up to still be able to make an easy transition according to the mathematics curriculum as they go to their next school. And now for our CAT report. And so I'll turn it over to Ms. Coleman. But if you need any reference, here's a slide to be able to support anything that you might want to present.
Thank you. So I'm glad you put this slide up because I did not totally understand what eSPOS was, but that's what the bulk of the discussion was. In the last meeting, they gave an update. They gave a breakdown of how the student data profile was to be accessed and what all you could see, including grades and behavior, stuff like that. That's about all I totally understood. But most of the meeting was about the eSPOS, the project, exactly when it's supposed to go live. A lot of questions were asked about how to implement it in schools and things of that nature. Sometimes I get lost in the conversation because it's a lot of abbreviations and things that the professionals understand that I don't. But that's what the bulk of the meeting was that I understood. It was about the eSPOS.
Yes,
Do you have anything else
just
to add?
to support Ms. Coleman as well. This is a timeline that was introduced or around how the capital planning moves according to the East Plus dollars. And so the timeline of the presentation to the board and how the district would go about garnering input from the community as well before the presentation was made. So just making sure that it was evident and clear that not just the cluster advisory team, but there would also be some other community engagement touch points, as there have been already, but some more touch points before that happens. And so one of those touch points will actually be, I think, today. So here's our conversation. Um, as we plan for East Blos 2027, which are capital improvement projects, um, which ones do you think will have the greatest impact on our students? Construction, renovation, infrastructure improvements, athletics, safety, security, technology, transportation, nutrition, and why? And so you will see that these are the 6 program areas, and we like to prioritize our top 3 areas. So looking ahead to 2032, which will be the final year, what's the 1 or 2 physical changes or capital projects that would make us feel like East Blos was a success? So I would like to ask if in the comments or in the chat, if you could just think about these 6 areas and just kind of rate your top 3, if you could put them in order 1, 2, 3, of what you see, and then we will capture that.
We're still waiting on a few of you to contribute to this conversation. If you would just drop it in the chat, just rank it your first, second, and third choice.
Okay. I think we have everyone. Uh,
I believe we're waiting on one more, Miss
I think
Lumumba.
Miss Lamumba just came in. So Miss Lamumba, I don't know if you had an opportunity to hear where we are now.
I'm able to see what the information says and the choices. I was getting ready to respond in the order.
Okay.
Give me a
Okay.
moment.
We have everybody's response, Dr. McIntyre.
Okay. Hold on just a second. I apologize. I'm trying not to let the flu take me out. So, um, thank you for your patience. So, we have our choices in the chat. I'm looking at it. It seems like technology seems to be on everyone's list. Almost everyone. We got it on 1, 2, 3, 4 out of the 6 lists. Um, it's Can anyone tell me what are some things that they're thinking about when they or things they have in mind for any of the things that they selected?
I was thinking with I know transportation made my list, and that is just because I am a teacher and I see some of the things that happen when we are dealing with the transportation. We have had several things happen where just maintaining the bus drivers and even the buses. We've had a situation where the bus broke down and they had to, come and get. So I was thinking about it in that realm, and then like in the mornings, like our buses are getting there late because somebody calls out or things of that nature. So when I think about transportation, I'm thinking about it from what I see as a teacher and how that affects our day, because if the kids are coming in late, and we are having reading and math at the beginning of the day and they're getting there late, they got to get breakfast, they got to kind of calm down a little bit before we can get started. So transportation definitely made my list. Safety and security always, because there's several things happening around us, and thank God it hasn't happened with us, but it's things are happening around us and we need to make sure that we're always secure. And then nutrition. I was thinking because my children always complain about the food. So, yes, I want to be a voice for the children.
Hey, anyone else want to share?
Well, I picked safety and security, transportation, and I picked technology. I did not pick nutrition because being in the kindergarten, a lot of our children will not eat lunch. And we just can't control their nutritional habits, dietary habits during the day. And so usually that's based on when they go home, what they eat at home, because most of the children, they'll get a tray and just sit there and look at it, and then it goes in the trash. So we can't really say, eat your food. We tell them to eat the food, but they're not going to do anything but just sit there and look at it. And then as far as transportation is always first, making sure they arrive and leave safely. Technology to in this day and age where technology, AI, and all of that is important. That's something that they really need. Safety and security always. Now that the Appalachian stuff is on the television constantly, and people out there doing things that they shouldn't be doing, and we need to make sure that the children are safe. And then that's about that's the only reason I picked the ones I picked.
Open it up if anyone else wants to share. If not, I will also ask. So the final bullet, what are the one or two physical changes or capital projects that would make you feel East Blossom was a success? Is there anything thinking about um, large scale projects or physical changes that would make you feel like East Blossom was a success? And if you can't think of anything, that's okay too.
Is this something that we can send to you later after we thought about it?
Sure can.
Okay.
Absolutely. All right. Well, we will keep it going with the announcements. Go Team declarations have actually been extended until this Friday. We are still in need of 2 parent seats and 2 instructional staff member seats. So we are pushing for declarations for staff members to get some people to declare, and parent seats. If you know anyone, any other of your parent friends that might be a good fit for the Go Team, if you would please encourage them to declare. We are trying that we put it out in Class Dojo, and we've been putting it out in the car rider lane, and we've been making some phone calls and reaching out to folks as well. But please encourage, anyone, any other parents in the community to please declare. So this is the link or the QR code. This will be posted on our Go Team site, but it's also available on the APS website. So it is one of the things on the main page to be able to declare the candidacy. So please encourage others to do that. And our announcements for the school, we are in the thick of things with testing. And so Right Score assessment is happening this week. We actually just completed a benchmark checkpoint last week. And so we'll be getting some results from that. And we are preparing and gearing up for MAP. This will be we've opted in to take the spring MAP assessment. It was optional this year, but we feel like it gives us a good indicator of kind of how students are doing and the growth that they've made from the fall to the spring. GAA will also be happening at the same time. That's our Georgia Alternative Assessment. And then starting the last week of April into May is our Georgia Milestones. This year, we will also have an opportunity for students to retake the math assessment. So I'm not sure what the cutoff score will be, but based on whatever cutoff, there will be an opportunity about 2 weeks or so after the completion of the Georgia milestones. We'll get those results back fairly quickly, and then the students will be able to retest. We are also having our spring family engagement. And so on March 17th, we will have a parent university. That parent university is an opportunity for our whole child team to meet and provide some information and discussion for parents around student support at home and some things that will help to support students in being successful in school. So thinking about sleep habits and um, some behavior and setting some responsibilities and things like that at home that will also support how their behavior and responsibilities play out at school. So that's what our next parent university will be about. And then on April 14th, we will have our final APTT meeting. So it will be an update on all these score reports, also some goal setting as we're going into Georgia milestones, and we'll provide some testing information as the Georgia milestones test has changed. some especially for reading and ELA. And so we want to be able to provide you with that information of what the testing um, platform looks like for this upcoming year. And that's all that I have. Thank you.
All right. Are there any other announcements? Dr. McIntyre definitely hit the one that I had, which was about declaring your candidacy for Go Team. We need you. And those of you who your chair will be up, you have received information from the Go Team already that lets you know if your seat will be done on June 30th. All right. Any other announcements? I have not heard anybody say that they have any announcements, so we will keep it moving. We have reached the end of our agenda. Oh, I'm sorry. There was no public comment. No one signed up for public comment. I do not want to skip that. I apologize. Okay, we have reached the end of our agenda. Is there any additional business at this time? All right. May I have a motion to adjourn this meeting?
I motion Tiffany Coleman.
A second?
I second Candace Allen.
All right. All in favor, please say aye. Aye, Jessica Tucker.
I Candace
Tiffany
Allen.
Coleman.
I'm Malika Lumumba.
You got those, Ms. Powell?
I got them.
All right. Any opposed? Please say nay. Any abstentions? Please say abstain. All right. Our meeting is officially adjourned at 5:35 p.m.